Good morning, world history, and welcome to week 36, the final series of lectures and new information. This is it. Next week, guys, for week 37, I will actually assign you a modified version of my usual world history finals. And then for finals week itself, I'll have a little bit of enrichment for you, but there won't be a whole lot of extra credit, really. So, the information age. You have 4 things to do here. You see your little checklist. Watch the instruction video first, which is this one. So if this is the first thing you're doing, congratulations, you did it right. All right, the technological age, or sometimes I call it the globalism and the information age. So you've got lecture notes, vocab, a research project, and a video set. So this is very similar to the last week. The last 2 or 3 weeks, I always have a pretty similar format. I just make slight variations on the projects. Normally, they're obviously group projects. Here, I had to, for obvious reasons, change them. So, first you have your lecture notes, Glows the Information Age. It's only 6 slides, just like last time, but like last time, I have a 15-minute audio commentary for you guys, because the simple fact is that it's only 6 slides, but I've packed a lot of information here. Normally, these 6 slides would still be like a 40-minute lecture that I had to cram down into a small amount. Is what it is, unfortunately. But there's a lot of good stuff there for you, so please take 3 notes per. Alright, then you have your vocab. I do not think Miss New is going to get the Google Drive fixed. So really, guys, just try to answer as much as you can. And remember, most of the stuff you can find online if you can't find it in a textbook. Although most of you should have a copy at home. Or many of you at least. If you don't, or you can't find these online, remember, most of the stuff is vocab. So you can just find the stuff online, guys. Alright, then the big thing, the research project. This is the thing you really got to listen to the instructions for. So, future challenges. Normally, this is a group project, and it's done as a big old slide, and you do presentations, but we're just going to fill it in a table because that's all I can do. So, you're going to research and produce a digital information poster on major issues facing the world today using electronic sources, doing it in 2 steps. First, you're going to use online sources starting with Wikipedia. Now, you do not have to cite your sources. This is one of the few things where Wikipedia is actually an okay use because these are very broad topics. So it's okay to start with Wikipedia and then branch out from there. In other versions, I require citations. For this one, I'm not going to bother. So find information on each of the sections for your country of choice. And each section needs 2 images. Actually, here, let me fix this. This is unclear. So you need to add 1 image to each section A and B. Let's change this. Per topic, because I feel like some of you guys might be confused with the way I had it written. So each topic, and there are 5, has an A and a B, the challenges and the solutions. I want 1 image in each one. So climate change has 1 image for challenges, 1 image for solutions, so that's 2 total images. Okay, 1 for each section per topic. So for section A, answer the questions that I provide you, and for section B, list the solutions. Whether it's sentences or bullet points, I do not care. So for each one, I ask the same question. What is it? So meaning give me a definition, which your vocab should have already done. Tell me what causes it. Okay, the rest of these are going to be what you have to research. What causes it? What effect does it have on the world now? What effects might it have in the future? So for instance, climate change. What are the effects now? Well, the effects now is more extreme weather. For instance, more damaging hurricanes, tornadoes, greater heat waves, and wildfires in California. What are the future effects? Mass drought, mass starvation, famine, spread of disease, because a lot of diseases like that warmer weather, especially bacterial ones. Excuse me. So that would be what I would do, right? I'd be looking to answer these questions in section A, and then of course I'd pin a picture. So maybe I'd do something like a wildfire, maybe a picture of like a crying koala. And if you're thinking to yourself, what's he talking about? Well, remember, way back in January, we thought that the massive Australian wildfires were going to be the worst thing about 2020. We thought, surely, that's what we're going to talk about. Nope. So, Section B, what are 5 possible solutions to problems caused? So you're going to look for solutions online. And it could be stuff that's really simple and cheap, like planting trees. Or it could be like something really complex, like worldwide agreements to reduce greenhouse gases, right? That's a big, complex, multinational problem. All right, so then you're going to do that again for overpopulation, because it turns out Thanos was sort of right. World poverty, cybercrime, social media. So you notice these are not all equal concepts. You know, climate change and overpopulation are a much bigger threat to the human race than, you know, social media is. Although some of you might argue otherwise. But the fact is these are 5 things that are distinctly problems on a global scale in the 21st century and beyond. It's not like these things haven't existed before. Climate change has destroyed civilizations in Africa and the Middle East over the millennia. Overpopulation has happened in some countries or regions before. Poverty has been a problem all of history. Obviously, cybercrime and social media are completely new. But even though these 3 things have been around a long time, they've never been massive global problems where the entire human race is going to suffer the effects of it. So that's what I want you guys to do. I apologize for the screaming. My son apparently injured himself. Okay, buddy. Is it broken? No? No blood? Then you're fine. Alright, and last thing, guys, as you listen to my incredible parenting, is your Week 36 videos. Now, for this last one, these are the last videos. I only want 3 notes per video, because I am giving you 5 of them. Keep in mind, these are all pretty short. So this one from that's talking about weather versus climate change. Basically, this explains why idiots who are like, I have snow in my hand and therefore there's no climate change, are idiots. This one talks about, this one's a clip from Bill Gates and his foundation about how saving people's lives actually lowers overpopulation, because when you are healthier and when your children aren't dying, you have less children. Basically, it's the explanation of why people have more kids in poor countries or poor neighborhoods or poor families as opposed to wealthy ones. This one is going to talk about whether or not extreme poverty can ever be eradicated. This one is going to be an explanatory. This one's, I think, the longest video. It's an explanatory on what cybersecurity and cybercrimes are. And then this last one is a comedic look at how you guys are not the customer when you go on various social media websites. Instead, you are actually the product. You are the thing being sold. Now, this is super important, guys. Ignore the comment sections of, like, all of these videos. It's wonderful. All of these videos are full of flat earth anti-vaxxer idiots that are just going on and on about conspiracy theories. Okay? And it's basically like, well, how can the world be, you know, getting warmer if it still snows in Antarctica? Or this one's got a bunch of conspiracy theorists about, like, Bill Gates is trying to take over the world. And it's like, he doesn't have to. He already owns Microsoft. He did that already. So keep in mind, all of these are going to be full of crazy people. So, I mean, if you really want to laugh, I guess you can look at it. But I'm going to tell you right now, I got a headache after about 2 minutes of reading the comments section in every single one of these videos. I think the only one that wasn't completely full of idiots were the videos 4 and 5 on social media and cybercrime. But these top 3, oh boy, it's got the crazies. So I would say definitely disregard them. Just watch the videos. Alright guys, as always, please remember I have a bunch of different half-hour chunked consultation periods spread on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Wednesday I don't, because I have meetings with the school. Stop doing it then. And of course, you can always email me at any time. Alright guys, enjoy the final week of learning. Next week I will assign you and go over how to do the final essay. Though of course, as always, this quarantine, it's extra credit. Alright guys, this is Mr. Barber signing off. I'll see you next week.